Because if they're very well conditioned and they're used to doing 14, 16 hours on the bike per week, and now we've dropped them to 0, and they have a race in 3 months that's exceptionally important to them, they've been training for a year, we have to talk about the times that that's an option. And so context comes into all of these things. And if they're like, oh, I've got nothing but free time, and I can work from home, and I can change my body positions however I want, and I'm not in a hurry, I just want to heal completely and be done with this, well, we have all of our options at our disposal. But if they're like, I have to get back to work, and I have to walk a ton at work, and I have to be there like, or my family doesn't eat, well, we don't have the luxury of saying, okay, well, let's just take our time and let's get a couple weeks to get that inflammation down, and we'll go from there. It's like, no, you have to get this down now. And so we will fix you while the engine's running. But your life right now, if you're in your 30s or 40s, like you have a family to support. It's not all about you anymore, unfortunately. You have to put family first. And so when we're doing that, we've got to get them that relief, but we also have to educate them very highly. Like you can't just get an injection and just go back to exactly what you're doing. This will go absolutely horrible for you. So we have to make sure you get the strength that you need, and then we build you up around that while that anti-inflammatory is helping. And that's what's the best in comprehensive holistic medicine is, yes, the pharmaceuticals can be exceptionally helpful there, but it takes the right diagnosis and triage to be right for them. And that is our job. And that's what we bring to the medical community in Nashville so expertly, is finding the right person, the right time, and getting them to who they need to so that we can get them better and get their quality of life back better, longer, and faster than anyone. And we close it out with our discharge testing that proves that they are better. And that's what no one's doing. And we take that time, and that's one of the proudest things I am of, 4 or 5 years ago, Cassie was like, we are going to mandate that we thoroughly do these re-exams. It is part of the standard operating procedure, not just willy-nilly. We do it sometimes, we don't do it others. And it's just been the most validating data ever of like, why is not everyone doing this? And so I think it's important to step back and say, look how thorough this is happening, but then talk about all the constructs of where this can go weird, where the wrinkles come in with this, and then how beautiful this goes for a case that started super, super inflamed, that had a little time on their hands. But if we institute, they have a race that was going to be right here, how this is not near aggressive enough, right? Like this is way too slow for somebody if they had a huge race right here that's going to take them 8 hours in the mountains. This completely fails them, right? But if their race is in December and they start off, they need their first 8 hours total in a week on the bike right here, this is gorgeous. Or if it was so severe that there's no other chance than to just get them here so they can finally start training again, this is gorgeous.